Harry Kane, a striker who plays for the Bundesliga club Bayern Munich and captains the English national team. A prolific goalscorer with a strong link play, Kane is regarded as one of the best strikers in England. He has scored over 350 goals in his football career. But it wasn't always like that. Harry Edward Kane was born in July 1993 to a family and an older brother in Walthamstow, London. His family moved to Chingford, where Harry Kane attended Larkswood Primary Academy until 2004. Kane first played for the Arsenal Academy in a local club named Ridgeway Rovers and joined the Arsenal Youth Academy when he was 8 years old. He was released after one season for being a little bit chubby and not so athletic, and that's something that then manager Arsene Wenger regrets. But before we dive into more details about Harry Kane, I would like to tell you that you can always notify, like, comment and share to your friends and family for more football stories like this. Now, back where we left off. At the age of 11, Harry Kane joined Watford Academy for a 4 to 6 week trial and was then given another chance at Tottenham. After he impressed playing for Watford against Tottenham, he first played at Tottenham as a midfielder, initially in the holding position, then as an attacking midfielder. In his early days at Tottenham, Kane did not stand out as a player, as he was neither big or quick, but then a few years later, he got taller and he got more physically stronger, and there were some changes in Harry Kane's physique. In the 2008-2009 season, Harry Kane played in the under-16 side and competed in the Copa Chivas tournament in Mexico and in the Bellinzona tournament, scoring 3 goals. In July 2009, on his 16th birthday, Harry Kane received a scholarship contract with Tottenham. In the 2009-2010 season, Kane played 22 times for the Tottenham under-18 team. During that season, Harry Kane scored 18 goals, and Kane appeared on the first team bench twice during the 2009-2010 season. Both matches were in home domestic cup victories, one in the League Cup fixture against Everton on the October 27, 2009, and the other in the FA Cup 4th round replay against Bolton Wanderers on February 24, 2010. 1 year later, things got a little bit better for Harry Kane. Harry Kane signed his first senior contract with Tottenham in July of 2010. On January 2011, Kane moved to Leyton Orient on a loan until the end of the 2010-2011 season. Manager Russell Slade was happy at his arrival and said, "I'm sure he will have an impact with us over the coming months." He made his first team debut on January 15th, coming as a substitute in the 73rd minute of a 1-1 draw. A week later, Kane scored in his first team goal against Sheffield, making his first ever start unmarked. Kane scored from a Dean Cox free kick in the 57th minute as Orient, his loan team, eventually won 4-0. Kane ended his short time with the club with 5 goals in 18 games. So Harry Kane returned to Tottenham after that, and he made his first appearance for Tottenham, starting in the second leg of the UEFA Europa League qualification round against Hearts, with Tottenham making changes after winning the first leg 5-0. His debut was a goalless match, although he won a penalty after being fouled by a goalkeeper, who then saved the penalty, of course. That season, Harry Kane went to make a 6th appearance in the Europa League, and he scored his first goal for Tottenham in a 4-0 away win against Shamrock Rovers. That season, Harry Kane ended with 9 goals in 27 games that resulted in him being Millwall's Young Player of the Year for 2011-2012. The next season, in the 2012-2013 season, Harry Kane spent his preseason with Tottenham, scoring a hat-trick in a 6-0 away win against Southend United on 10th August 2012. On August 18th, Harry Kane made his Premier League debut for Tottenham against Newcastle. 1 week later, Harry Kane joined the Premier League team Norwich City on a season-long loan, making his debut as a substitute against West Ham United. Kane suffered an injury, sadly, in the League Cup against Doncaster Rovers, only after making 2 appearances. Then 19-year-old Harry Kane underwent his rehabilitation at Tottenham, but returned to action for Norwich on 29 December 2012, coming off the bench at half-time. But his time in Norwich was cut short because Tottenham were lacking some attacking guys, so they called back Harry Kane. 20 days after Harry Kane was recalled to Tottenham, Kane joined Leicester City for the remainder of the season to aid the club's push for an automatic promotion from the Championship to the Premier League. Harry Kane made his debut goal for Leicester against Blackburn Rovers in a 3-0 win 26 February 2013. That season, he made 13 appearances for the club, 8 from the bench, and they reached the playoff semi-final before being eliminated by Watford. Kane returned to Tottenham in the 2013-2014 season, and Kane scored his first goal in Tottenham's old stadium, White Hart Lane, in a League Cup tie against Hull City, scoring the equalizer in extra time. The match finished 2-2. On April 7, 2014, Harry Kane was given his first Premier League start for Tottenham by then-manager Tim Sherwood in a 5-1 win against Sunderland, and he scored his first Premier League goal in the 59th minute. He also scored in the following match, helping Tottenham to recover from a 3-0 deficit against West Bromwich Albion before eventually drawing 3-3. He scored for the 3rd match in a row on April 19th, this time helping Tottenham to a 3-1 London derby win at home against Fulham. The following season was Harry Kane's breakthrough season. Harry Kane made his first appearance of the 2014-2015 season as a substitute against West Ham on the opening day of Premier League season, providing an assist for the match-winning goal by Eric Dyer. October 23, 2014, Kane scored his first professional hat-trick for Tottenham in a 5-1 win over Astras Tripoli in the group stage of Europa League. Kane was forced to play in goal for the final 3 minutes during that game after then goalkeeper Hugo Lloris had been sent off with no substitutions remaining. A few weeks later, Kane came on a second-half substitute in Tottenham's 2-1 win over Aston Villa, and he scored his first Premier League goal during that season against Aston Villa in the 19th minute. Manager Mauricio Pochettino, who was appointed to replace Sherwood, had a rocky start at the club, and he has since said that this goal saved him from the sack. Kane afterwards became a regular in Spurs, starting every single game from now on. He was selected to start a week later for the first time in the Premier League season, and although the team lost 2-1 to Stoke City, he retained his place in the first 11 for Spurs in a 2-1 win away to Hull City on November 23rd. On January 1st, 2015, Kane scored twice and won a penalty as Tottenham defeated rivals and league leaders Chelsea. And then he scored a further 2 in a 3-0 away win against West Bromwich Albion. His performance led him being named as the Premier League Player of the Month for 2015. Impressive. On February 2015, Kane signed a new 5.5-year contract with the club. 5 days later, he scored both Tottenham's goals as they came from behind to defeat Arsenal in the North London derby. At the end of the season, Kane remarked that he had done more in the single campaign than he had expected to do in his whole career. 19 league goals in the season, making him the division's top scorer. The following season was even much better. His squad number changed from number 18 to number 10. and he ended the season winning the Premier League Golden Boot, finishing 1 goal ahead of Sergio Aguero and Jamie Vardy. With 25 goals, he was named the PFA Team of the Year for the second consecutive season, as he helped Tottenham to a third place finish and UEFA Champions League qualification. Kane captained Tottenham in the opening game match in the 2016-2017 season, assisting Victor's winning goal as Spurs beat Crystal Palace 1-0 in a London derby at their old stadium, White Hart Lane. But sadly, Harry Kane injured himself by twisting his right ankle, and he was injured for 6 to 8 weeks after missing 5 league games and 3 in the Champions League group phase. Kane made his return 7 weeks later in a game against London rivals Arsenal on November 6th, scoring from the penalty spot to the equalize in a 1-1 draw. On November 22nd, he scored his first Champions League goal. In the return fixture against Monaco, Harry Kane continued to play good after his injury and after Tottenham lost in the Champions League. On December 1st, 2016, Harry Kane signed a new contract with Tottenham, keeping him at the club until 2022. On January 1st, 2017, Harry Kane made his 100th Premier League appearance, scoring the first Premier League goal of the new year against Watford on the 27th minute mark, which he extended to a brace in the 33rd minute. In his first match after the birth of his daughter, Kane scored a hat-trick in a 4-0 win against West Brom on January 14th. That season was not a good season for Harry Kane when it came to injuries, because he suffered his second ankle injury in a short time and he was out for a month, but he returned on April 15. Kane scored his 20th Premier League goal of that season against Bournemouth on his first start in a month after returning from injury. This made him the 4th player in the Premier League history to achieve 20 goals in 3 consecutive seasons, after Alan Shearer, Thierry Henry and Ruud van Nistelrooy have done it before. On April 20, 2017, Harry Kane was named the PFA Team of the Year for a 3rd consecutive season. He was also included in the 6-player shortlists for the PFA Players of the Year and the PFA Young Player of the Year awards. 2 days later, he scored in Tottenham's 4-2 FA Cup semi-final loss to Chelsea rivals at Wembley Stadium. Despite having injuries that season, Kane ended the season with 22 goals for Tottenham in the Premier League, 2 goals fewer than Romelu Lukaku. Now let's move on to the next year. This is called Harry Kane's record-breaking year. After not finding the back of the net in Tottenham's first 3 games, Kane scored a brace in 3 of his next 4 appearances for the club across all competition. His opening goal against Everton on September 9th was his 100th goal for the club. He was awarded the Premier League Player of the Month for the 5th time and named 2017. During that month, he scored 13 goals in 10 club and international games as best month of his career. On December 2017, Harry Kane equaled Alan Shearer's record of 36 Premier League goals in a calendar year, having scored a hat-trick in a 3-0 away win to Burnley. He surpassed Shearer's record the following game with another hat-trick in the 5-2 home win against Southampton, ending the year with 39 Premier League goals. The hat-trick, his 6th of the year in the Premier League, 8th in all competitions, also made him the first Premier League history to score 6 hat-tricks in a year, with a total of 56 goals scored in all competitions for the year. He also became Europe's top scorer of 2017, breaking the 7-year dominance of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo as Europe's top goal scorer in a calendar year. During that season, he achieved the century of league goals in 141 games, beaten by only Alan Shearer's 124 league goals in 141 games. The following season, Kane started the season opener against Newcastle United without scoring before opening his account against Fulham the following weekend. 2018-2019 wasn't that good for Harry Kane because Harry Kane injured his ankle ligaments late in the game and he missed some crucial games, including the Champions League round of 16 home games. Even though Tottenham came to the Champions League final, Harry Kane wasn't part of so much because he had a lot of injuries during that season. But even though he was injury prone, he used to contribute to Tottenham and scored goals. Following season, in the 2019-2020 season, Harry Kane scored twice in a 3-0 home win against Aston Villa. Kane's first goal of the game was his first at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, their new stadium, on January 1st, 2020, in the away match against Southampton that ended in a 1-0 defeat. Kane suffered a hamstring injury. The damage to his hamstring required an operation which would see him out of action for a few months due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which resulted in the suspension of league matches. He did not play any further matches until 19th June. So this season was worse. He missed almost the rest of the season and he didn't do much. He made his return on June 2020 and scoring his first goal of 2020 in a 2-1 win over West Ham. The following season, on the 2020-2021 season, Harry Kane had a great season. He scored 23 goals in the season and he won the third Golden Boot award in his career, and he also won the Premier League Playmaker of the Season for most assists in a season, becoming the first player to win both Golden Boot and Playmaker awards in the same season. The following season, the desire to leave Tottenham started for Harry Kane. In the 2021-2022 season was preceded by a dispute over a desire by Harry Kane to leave Tottenham, saying that he had a gentleman's agreement with chairman Daniel Levy that would allow him to leave in the summer. The agreement was not honored and Levy rejected the interest for Kane's services. And it was reported that Manchester City were gonna buy Harry Kane for £127 million. But Kane failed to turn up for pre-season. But he returned to Tottenham on August 22nd as a substitute against Wolves, his first appearance since returning late for pre-season. Kane announced also that his desire to stay at Tottenham on August 25th after the move to Manchester City failed, with Kane stating, "I will be staying at Tottenham this summer and will be 100% focused on helping the team achieve success." The following day, Kane made his first appearance in the UEFA Europa Conference League against Pacos de Ferreira. He scored twice and he secured his team's progress to the group stage. During that season, Harry Kane scored a lot of goals for Tottenham and he also surpassed Wayne Rooney's record for most Premier League goals scored away from home. And that was an interesting record that Harry Kane broke. The 2022 to 2023 season, Harry Kane's last and final season of Spurs. Harry Kane scored his first goal of the season in the London Derby away at Chelsea, rescuing a point for Tottenham by scoring in the 6th minute of injury time to bring the score to 2-2. This took his tally of Premier League goals scored for Tottenham to 184, equaling Sergio Aguero's record of most goals scored for a Premier League club. Kane broke the record the following game when he scored the only goal in the game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, becoming the first player to score 185 goals in the Premier League for a single club. February 2023, Tottenham stated that Harry Kane had officially become Tottenham's all-time goal scorer, becoming the first player to score 185 goals in the Premier League for a single club, overtaking Jimmy Greaves with his 267th goal for Tottenham and 200th in the Premier League. In a 1-0 home victory against Manchester City on 11th March 2023, Kane scored his 269th and 270th goal with a brace in a 3-1 victory against Nottingham Forest, giving him the undisputed record of 192 goals. In 2023, he finished second to Erling Haaland with 30 goals, becoming the first player to score 30 times in two separate 38-game Premier League seasons. And that was his final season on Tottenham. On August 10th, it was reported that Bayern Munich and Tottenham had agreed a deal in principle for Harry Kane, which was worth more than 100 million euros. His departure was later confirmed by manager Agne Postecoglou, and today he plays for Bayern Munich. So we will see how good Harry Kane will be there. If you're interested in more football stories like this, you are free to like, comment, share to your friends and family, and of course you are always free to subscribe for more football stories. I'm your host Amin, and today I wish you a very good day. Thank you.